What's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
Let's talk about Pokemon. And let's talk about your wedding.
Yo, what if this happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, if it happened to me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally care.
I wouldn't care either. But you know, in most cases, if you're a bride and this is the most special, or let's say this, you've been taught to think that this is the most special day of your life.
Right.
What happens when you find out that everyone's catching Pokemon at your wedding and they basically just they're just like trying to listen to the ceremonies and then they're looking down on their phones catching Pokemon.
You know what? I'll tell you this right now. I've been to weddings.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some weddings
Yeah.
that are really long.
Right. Okay.
Right. I've been to all sorts of weddings, right?
And people get bored.
Catholic weddings
Yeah.
are like an hour or something.
Just the ceremony.
Just the
you mean.
ceremony.
Yeah. I have been to that. My cousins.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I'll catch a Pokemon.
Yo,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
if a Bulbasaurus comes running by, I'm not gonna ignore it.
I think you're referring to this wedding photo of a Bulbasaur in her wedding, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I'll do it like this, but basically, people were just out in the open doing it, and just crowds, and plus the gym. They said, plus the wedding venue basically was a gym. That's why everybody was like, I'm gonna battle you. I think there must have been a Pokestop there too, although it doesn't mention. Because if it's
always
just
Pokestops by gyms.
Yeah, exactly. So people are just like, looking around. Usually at a wedding, right? You look around, you're supposed to talk to your guests. Guests are supposed to dance with each other, talk with each other, eating the food, but they're just battling each other. That's a little overboard, right?
Okay, all right, look, I get it.
Yeah.
It's a very special day.
Yeah.
And I've been to more weddings than most people on the planet because
Yep.
I used to work in the wedding industry.
Yep.
All right.
Same here. I've been to a lot of them too.
So I've been to a lot of weddings, and you know what? I've been to weddings of my friends and whatever, and I love it. But even when I'm a guest, I don't want to look. When the bride they're doing their vows to each other, the very solemn stuff, like, pay attention, because that's disrespectful.
Right.
Pay attention,
Right.
To all that stuff. But there are times where, let's say, during the dancing, if you don't want to dance,
Yeah.
catch a Pokemon.
Yeah. It's not
That's
like
all I'm saying. I'm not saying
Right.
be rude, go play the game. That's more important than the wedding ceremony. It's not.
Right.
But I'm saying there are chances where, but in this case, it was obviously it was too much, obviously, and people were doing it too much.
Right. I think people were doing too much. Luckily, the bride and the groom were both they were totally okay with it.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I like about the story, because look, sometimes life, this could have been really bad. Can you imagine if it was a bridezilla, okay?
Yeah.
If this was a bridezilla here, they would go insane. And look, there's plenty of bridezillas everywhere in the world. So I feel like kudos to this couple who found it humorous and was like, look, you know what? Took lemons and made lemonade, whatever the saying is, and in their wedding photos in the future, they could look back and be like, yo, there was some Pokemon in my wedding photos.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's
pretty
cool.
funny.
As long as it's not the wedding party doing it, where they're up in the altar, or as long as
Right.
people aren't doing it in special occasions, moments, first
Right.
dance, whatever. Don't do it then. Like I was saying, it
Yeah.
was I don't know what kind of ceremony they had.
Yeah.
If it was like one of those really long Catholic ceremonies.
But I feel like it's worse if you do it like a
No,
religious
it is-
ceremony.
no,
That's
no.
worse
Look,
though.
I know, I get that.
Yeah.
But it's so long.
Okay, because I'll tell you, I was at my cousin's wedding, and it was a Christian wedding,
Yeah.
and they were Chinese, so it was an hour or something long. Most of the time, they were singing Christian hymns in French. I couldn't understand a
Yeah.
word. Look, it was beautiful wedding, but I'm just saying, if it was Pokemon, I would have catch
right?
a Pokemon,
Not to be
man.
rude, not to be
I would've.
sacrilegious, but
Yeah.
some weddings are kind of
I would not
drags
have-
out a little bit.
I wouldn't have been rude about it, but catch Pikachu then and there.
Can we be honest here? Don't hate us. We're
Yo.
just saying there are boring times of the wedding. That's all.
Because I saw another thing recently. I don't know how I feel about this, but a dad caught a Pokemon while the mom was in labor.
No.
He did.
Wait. Is he outside or inside?
Oh, you didn't see this?
No.
Let me show you the photo. He caught a Pidgey while the mom is in labor.
Okay. Well,
And
that's
he-
not good.
And he said, he posted it actually, and it got 3 million views. He posted it and he said, when your wife is about to have a baby and a Pokemon shows up and you have to low key catch it.
All right. I don't support that. I do not support that. Because I don't support anything that could end up, getting you a divorce.
Right. Okay. But you can see this happening now, right? Like important events, birth of your children. Okay. Let's just point out that the mom was also okay with it. She didn't divorce the guy. But I personally, phone off. Wife is in labor. I mean, what do I need to? What do I need my phone for, right?
Yeah.
What am I texting you? Yo, bro. My wife just like, you don't need to do that. You're in labor, right? There's certain times where you don't need. Can you imagine the future now? Guys proposing and the girl's like, oh, thanks. Hold on, let me catch this Pokemon.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But like in other situations, like bad situations, like driving, like class, you're not paying attention, class, whatever.
Class, don't do it in class.
While you're like, I don't know, while you're a juror in a courthouse,
Oh, God,
don't do that. Don't do it there.
What if you're? So I've seen photos where people were getting a ticket, like a cop was giving ticket. You know, there's that lapse time, right? When he's writing it, and then they show a cop. And he goes, while you're getting a ticket, it's really funny. He goes, and you gotta catch him up. You could do that. Is that legal?
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fine because you're stopped or whatever. But so don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything crazy. Don't drive and catch Pokemons. But long weddings, like I said, only long weddings, not short weddings.
Not short weddings.
Ceremonies, like, pay attention. If it's really long, drags out, catch a Pokemon. That's okay.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think.
Yep.
Let us know what you guys think about this. When is it okay? When is it not okay to catch a Pokemon? Thanks for watching. See ya.
Later.